Yes, He-Man. The new movie trailer is out for Masters of the Universe, and I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about it in costume. Yeah. And yes, it's quite a small cloak, but that's okay. Size doesn't matter these days. Yeah. I'm also not going to do this voice the entire time I talk about it, He-Man. So let's get on with the video. Holy shit! Holy shit! Development hell for over 15, almost 20 years. This movie's been in development hell. But finally, oh my God, I'm so glad it's happening. I'm so glad this movie is finally happening. Oh my God. Oh, finally it's here. And you know what? It didn't disappoint me. It really didn't disappoint me. I was hearing some things online about how it was going to be a fish out of water kind of story and doing stuff like that. How he's going to get the power sword. He's going to go to Eternia. He's going to meet Tila, Man-at-Arms. He's going to, you know, find out who Cringer is, and he's going to get Battle Cat, and then he's going to face off with Skeletor for the first time, and that's going to be their big battle, and King Randor is going to be, it's going to be revealed that he's really He-Man's father, or Adam's father, Prince Adam. But, you know, it's going to be a whole fish out of water story. But you know what? This trailer looked extremely faithful to the original cartoon and toys based on Mattel. So before all the Gen Xers come in here and be like, you were too young for all that, you've never grown up with that, you're not a true fan like me, I was around when it was airing on TV. Well, growing up in the early 2000s, I watched a little channel called Boomerang, and Boomerang actually aired it a lot back in like the late 2000s, I think. The original Filmation cartoon that you watched was actually on the air for me too. So technically, as a 5-year-old boy growing up in the early 2000s to mid-2000s, I was actually watching this show quite a lot. I learned about Roboto, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, Beastman, Trapjaw, Buzz-Off, King Randor. I learned about everybody in this. And it was such an interesting little 80s cartoon. It was another action cartoon that I watched alongside the original Generation 1 run, which I owned VHS tapes of. So that, along with G.I. Joe and Transformers, and of course, you know, you had your 2003 series too, the 2000X, and then you had your Netflix show, which I later watched, of course. I had those. I've always been a big fan of, like, 80s cartoons in general, because 80s cartoons were just great. They're masterpieces. It's just banger after banger. I really do love 80s cartoons. I mean, a lot of my favorite things that are modernized really came from the 80s. Like, you play Mario games, you play Zelda games, you play certain video games that are from the 80s, like, yes, I'm actually a big fan of 80s stuff and 80s cartoons. I'm a big Transformers fan, a G.I. Joe fan, Ninja Turtle fan still to this day, and even Masters of the Universe. Like, I have some sentimental towards this franchise. Sentimentality, sorry. I have some sentimentality towards this franchise. I love He-Man. I love the adventures he went on in the 80s. I love the grittier tone of the 2003 series, and I really do, to believe it or not, sorry if I can not stutter in a video, I do love the Netflix show. It has its merits. Granted, of course, Tila's girl bossing and everything, but I digress. I still enjoyed it. This trailer really did capture everything that made He-Man He-Man. It made Masters of the Universe actually look and feel like Masters of the Universe. Nicholas Galitzine, I think is his name, is honestly really well cast for He-Man. And Skeletor, oh boy. Man, they cooked with this design for Skeletor. He looks incredible. And I had really low expectations after I found out they casted Jared Leto. And Jared Leto, as we all know, has like negative aura in Hollywood. But here, oh my God, it's awesome. Skeletor is aura fucking farming. He is sick in this trailer. His design, the little battle scene we got at the end, that was so good. Oh man, so I'm really impressed with the cast. It looks different enough to be seen as its own separate live action verse. You know what I mean? Like, I noticed Roboto's design too. Roboto looks really different in this movie in a way that I like and I can appreciate, but it's really, really different from the cartoon, but he still feels like Roboto. I trust you, Travis Knight. I really do trust you. You made Bumblebee. You made this sick, amazing, G1 designs for the Bumblebee movie, and you made that work really, really well. And so I have full faith that you're going to make this movie as best as you possibly can. I really do. Remember, y'all, Travis Knight, the guy who directed the Bumblebee movie, who gave us that gorgeous Cybertron sequence and all those incredible character designs, is the one who's directing this He-Man movie. He's the one who's making it happen. And honestly, Bumblebee was such a good movie. To be honest, I have full faith that this is going to be a good movie. I really think it's going to be a good movie. I was at that point in my life where I just was following the development, and I was seeing Noah Centineo get cast, and then he was no longer cast, and then they finally settled on this Nicholas Galazine guy, and, I was just losing hope. I thought this movie was really never getting made, and then the announcement happened, and then it was finally on the way. 15 years later, we finally got it, after announcement after announcement, after casting after casting. I didn't care if the movie was going to be good or bad. I just wanted it to fucking happen. I just wanted a live-action movie, a modern live-action Masters of the Universe movie. That's all I wanted at that point. I just wanted it to finally happen. But now it's happening, and it's made by a really good director. So, hell, I'm excited. And Travis Knight isn't just known in the Transformers community for making a really good Transformers movie either. He's made movies like Paranorman. He's made movies like Box Trolls. He's got his own little independent animation company where he works primarily in stop motion. And he's just fantastic. He's just making great movies. One movie I really got to recommend from him is Kubo and the Two Strings. Amazing movie. Absolutely just peak animation, peak kids movie. If you want your kids to grow up on anything, show them Kubo and the Two Strings. That's a masterpiece. Mwah. Chef's kiss. And bear with me on this one, but I'm actually a very big fan of the idea, the concept of popular 80s cartoons getting big budget blockbuster Hollywood adaptations. Ever since the live-action Michael Bay film of Transformers, I've just always liked the concept of a gritty live-action remake based on that cartoon, of said cartoon, whatever it may be. It's always been kind of fascinating with me, and I'm finally getting to see this happen with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's finally happening. Now, it's not dark or gritty, and it's extremely faithful, of course, but I'm just glad we're getting another live-action film based on a popular 80s IP. I'm so glad this is finally happening for He-Man. I've wanted this to happen because it makes sense. It was the next thing in line. It was Transformers, then it was G.I. Joe, and then it happened again to Ninja Turtles in 2014, and now He-Man. I'm ready for it. I'm so ready for it. I'm just glad that now I can add Skeletor to the list of live-action, modernized 80s cartoon villains.
I am Megatron. You will call surrender. Shredder. All these years, I've been trying to recreate the mutagen. And you just handed it to...
We are so golden. I just feel so complete now that this movie is happening. All we need now to truly complete the table of live-action 80s cartoon villains, we just need a live-action Thundercats movie with a live-action Mumra. And then we are good. The table is set. Anyway, yeah, trailer was peak. My nostalgia was peak. I'm seeing this day one. Count on it.